Fascinating to me. Have you ever wished somebody would, make a bunch of videos that showcased their failures and all their mistakes and mess ups so that you could learn from it? Actually, Stanley Genetic did that once. He made this several times, but he made one specific video that was like 20 minutes long. And he walked around properties and he showed all of his mistakes and failures and how he literally lost hundreds of thousands of dollars in months of his life in his business. And it was one of the most valuable videos to me because I was like, yes. See, people only show you a lot of times their successes and they hide their failures. So then you can walk around thinking that, maybe it's not okay to fail or make mistakes. If you're not perfect all the time, then and making all these successes and constantly becoming more successful every year, then you must be a failure, right? But I think behind the scenes of social media, there's a lot of people in their small businesses who are just grinding year in, year out, learning a lot of hard lessons and really building the foundation of their learning, which is so important. What's up? This is Keith Kalfas with the Landscaping Employee Trap YouTube channel. The channel where I share, motivational tips and advice that I've learned over the years on my journey, going from flat broke, stuck in a dead-end job with an eviction notice and miserable, to building a small business up to the six-figure mark within a couple years. And I've learned tons and tons of things. So I hope you're doing very well. And I can see y'all here. Welcome to the YouTube Live. So the reason that I'm making this video is actually, I want to try a little something that I've learned on a YouTube Tips channel. I've uploaded a brand new vlog. And supposedly, if I do a YouTube Live, what's up everybody, how are you? Supposedly, if I do a YouTube Live, and there's a bunch of people on the YouTube Live, and I tell you that I've uploaded a new vlog, and then everybody goes and watches it at once, supposedly it'll trigger the YouTube algorithm to get it in the suggested video box, because a bunch of people hit it at once. So if you could help me in trying this out when I upload this new video and I hit it live, if you could watch it all at the same exact time, then let me know. The purpose of life is procreation. The rest is filler. That's interesting. What's up? What's up? Hope you're doing very great. Hope you're doing very awesome. I'm in my I'm in her glam room. It's very exciting, right? Romeo's Window Cleaning, shout out. Southern Style Lawn Care. Austin Diz. What up, dog? Esteban Diaz. What up, dog? Samuel Speen. Sounds complicated. The wife-a-tron is making some lasagna for dinner. Dinner time. Whole 9 yards, shout out. What's up? David Kirby. Wheeling, West Virginia. Is that right? Yes, sir. What's up, Tis Not My Name? I said it right. Hello, dude, I know you, Tis Not. I hope I said your name right. You are very wise, and I've seen you. I know you. Veggie lasagna. Yep, absolutely, for sure. What's up, Jim Slack? What's up, Caitlin? What's up, Dave? Blake's Lawn Care. What's up? Miles Trow. I said it right. Southern Style Lawn Care. Oh, Lacoste. Yeah, I like Lacoste. It's really nice. I think this is like a $300 jacket, and I got it at an outlet. I don't remember how much it was. Probably like, I think it was like $100 or something, but I love this coat. It's very nice. I like it. It's blue. I would never spend $300 on a jacket unless I was like a multi-millionaire, or I'd still buy it at a discount and then I'd donate $200 to charity or something. But any kids in the near future? I want kids now, but I'm because I grew up so damn poor and I've struggled so hard just to get where I'm at, I'm actually afraid to have kids only because of financial and time reasons. The money time trap, right? So I'd probably have to give up YouTube and all types of stuff. Or I would have the baby with me right now while making a YouTube video. It'd be losing my mind, bro. I have an anxiety attack letting my dog out. But I want kids. And then when the time is right, it'll happen. Hope you're doing great. Double or Nothing Lawnscapes. Y'all moving, yeah. Medical facility. There's so many comments coming in. really? It's a big regret to not have kids because you're worried about money? Oh, damn, that's real. Wish you would have had more kids, but you were worried about money too. Well, the way I can see it is, wow, your little girl's 2 weeks old today. The struggle is real. Congratulations. Yeah. Yeah, the kids thing, man. So if we have a daughter, we're going to name her Michelle, and if it's a boy, it's going to be Joseph. You're at the rink watching the spawn? You're at the rink, like the actual rink in Shelby Township where you go roller skating? Is that one? From Snapchat. Taylor Grove on Snapchat. Yes, we were just talking on Snapchat. He's a window cleaner, if there's any window cleaners here. He's been in his business, I think you've been in it about a year now, a year and a half. And what's up, Miles? So Taylor from Denver Window Shine was saying that he did a medical facility. Basically, you do some window cleaning jobs, and there's so much crap you have to deal with when you're on the inside that you leave totally frustrated and pissed off and feeling ripped off. And you're like, I don't ever want to do that ever again. I have my own quarrels with window cleaning when it comes to doing residential homes. For me, there's so many different styles of windows and screens to learn, and so many different things that you run into. You can walk out of a house completely exhausted and frustrated, and you say, how is this duplicatable, right? So that's some of the questions that I have. Right now we have tons. We have a couple hundred window cleaning clients, but we're not cleaning any windows right now. We're shut down until April 1st because I have other projects I'm working on. What's up, Philip Romero? Quaker Steak and Lou. How much profit does my business make at the end of the year? Profit. I don't know. I got to sit down with my accountant in a couple of weeks. I'm waiting for the rest of the 1099s to come in. I don't know how much it is this year. I know it's probably 20,000 more than last year, or maybe 15,000 more. But I don't know. I know that I probably do a 30% profit margin, or maybe even 28%. It could be a little more this year because I did raise all the prices. Oh, Send Jim. Yeah, Joshua Latimer's Send Jim program is awesome with the radius bomb. You can literally go and press a button and it'll broadcast postcards to neighborhoods. It works. I've got jobs off of it. I'm a radius bomb member. So you focus on one neighborhood and you keep blasting it with postcards, and when they call, basically the amount of money it costs you to acquire a customer when you're marketing and advertising, it's expensive at first. You feel like you're like, what the hell? But you are acquiring these clients, and now you got to pay to play, right? And then afterwards, in the back end, then you really start making money. It's a long-term game. So anyways, like I said, what's up? Should you buy another used truck or go with a brand new one? That is 100% related to if you can afford it or not. The only reason I went to the dealership to even get a truck was because I was so frustrated with, I've had 22 vehicles, one after another has broken down. A motor blew up, then a transmission blew, then a motor blew up, then a transmission blew. Thousands and thousands of dollars to the point. I remember being like 19 or 20, walking in the snow to work at Burger King because another car broke down on me. It was, the first 30 years of my life were a living hell. Everything I touched just went to shit, and I killed myself. But used trucks, I say, are the best. I don't even want my truck. I don't give a shit that it's brand new. The only reason I got it is because it doesn't break down, and it's a payment. And I didn't have an extra $15,000 sitting around to just go blow on a new truck, right? If I went and spent $15,000, like I looked at a truck last night, a 2500 Chevy. It's a 2013 2500 Chevy 4x4. I test drove it. It's 11.5, so 12 grand. And I was like, dude, I'm not going to drop 12 grand right now. And it depends on how much money you have. Like, it just depends. I think that I love things in life that you got enough money, like you're at that point, you don't even think about it. You just go buy it and you just keep moving. Like it's not even a stressful thing. To me, if something that's far out, it's that far out of your reach and you're that stressed out about it, it's either an absolute no or it's a yes. Here's a theory I've been thinking about. You got me triggered now. So here's the decision. Here's the money transaction. Here's the point where you actually spend the money and make the transaction. Or maybe you get money or you give money or what. So you go through all this toil all the way up to the point where you're standing there to spend the money. Like when I spend money and invest in anything, I'm totally nervous. I have to force myself to do it. And then when you get it, you go, oh. Then there's a little bit of relief, and then you work your way past it. Anybody who just like goes and buys equipment and does shit, and they don't even like have that emotional grip, like, oh my God, is this the right thing? Is it the right thing? I don't know how they do that. That's fascinating to me. I wish I could be that way. What's up, Dave? Am I friends with other cleaners? Hell yeah. Pallet recycling? Oh, I have no idea. I know that the neighbors to the dump where I park my shit, they have a pallet recycling place. Am I ready for spring? Yeah, I'm itching to climb a tree, man. I'm itching. I can't say I like working 70 hours a week and feeling completely suffocated by my business. I wish I could find the right guys and pay them well to just automate the damn thing. I'm not mature enough yet as a business owner in my leadership abilities to find fully highly capable, maybe even men that are more mature and capable than I am. I want to run my business on autopilot, but I know that my prices have to even go up even more to pay for all that shit. And then, can you relate to this? You know that your prices have to go up even more, which means you're going to lose a whole bunch of more clients, which means you need to spend more money and learn more about marketing and advertising and copywriting in email marketing, social media marketing, spend more money, and raise your level of leadership, and take a pay cut at the same time, and put in training. So you might have to go backwards in lifestyle. You might have to like go live in a cardboard box for a year and eat peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and spend all your money on hiring people who could literally screw you over. I've been through probably like 40 different guys who work for me, and maybe only a couple have worked out. I've had guys that work for me literally smash my trucks and break shit, cost me tens of thousands of dollars, and like smoking fucking curbs with the trailer and almost breaking my trailer, and not the landscape doors of the trailer opening and closing, my equipment falling out, me going to get materials and coming back to a job site and they totally did everything wrong that I just told them what to do and fuck up a job and cost me hundreds and more dollars. And then the next day, see how I'm triggered right now? And then the next day they don't even show up to work because they're out getting fucked up, and then I'm out there myself fixing it all, saying this is what it's like to run a business. No, I can't hire convicts, so do a background check, because we do like window cleaning. So like for landscaping, I don't really care working outside, but as far as window cleaning, I definitely, like, it's just me and the one main guy that has worked for me for like forever, and I'm actually the only person who ever even goes inside of my customers' houses besides for like one other person. It's because I'm literally I care so much about my customers. What happened to Forrest? Forrest went to the army. I've been trying to get a hold of Forrest, and I can't. He changed his number. I'm worried about him. I hope he's okay. But yeah. Writing a book, giving too many comments. Wow, there's so many comments. Yeah, you want to mail your postcards to homes over $500,000 on Zillow? Yeah, so that's perfect. You define your target market and you hit that market repeatedly. You don't go wide. You drill deeper with your marketing. The smartest thing that I did. Oh, thanks for talking about the pros and cons of business. Hey, that's just from my perspective. What's up, Caitlin Trow? I hope I said it right. Jeff Wilson. I thought when I started my business, my initial business plan was like, oh, every single year I'm going to launch a new crew. By year 3, I'm going to have 3 crews. By year 4, I'm going to have 4 crews. By my 5th year, I'm going to have 5 crews. I had visions of me pulling up in like a brand new truck, overseeing crews of men working in all different cities. It was going to be the shit. I thought I was going to be a millionaire. And then, you know, each next landscape job that we're on, I got a guy like almost ripping a gas meter off of somebody's house, and I'm having a panic attack while consumers' energy is pulling up saying, please don't charge me $3,000. Like, and luckily nothing happened. And then when you've got a guy, here's the thing, when you hire somebody, I could go on for hours. I actually have a list of all the things that happen wrong on one single landscape job. Like, literally a $2,000 landscape job. At the end of this job, I made zero profit. It took me a week. We got rained out 3 times in a row. I got a backpack blower stolen. Everything that the guys installed that I showed them directly, as soon as I left, they disrespected me and they did it wrong. So I made them redo it again, and then they did it wrong, and I ended up fixing it myself. When you hire and fire two different guys like on the same job, see, I'm triggered, right? Because I don't mean to be negative right now. I can't believe this is coming out. Unless they have a vested interest in the company, they don't give a shit about anything but the paycheck. They don't give a shit about you. See, I'm getting triggered, man. They don't care about you. They don't care about the clients. They don't care about the business. All they care about is their paycheck. And they will violate you. They'll violate themselves, and they'll violate the code of ethics of just being a good person, just so they can feel good in the moment. They don't care about what's right. But that's just me, my ego speaking, because I haven't been able to man up enough yet to really dedicate and find the right people. And I've been so frustrated in my business that I went from 2 crews and in 3 trucks right back down to 1 crew and 1 truck. And I've been really putting cigarettes out on your leather seats. Yeah, I mean, I hired a guy who was a foreman. I hired him at $15 an hour. Dude, this guy told me for weeks, said everything right. I brought him on a job site, and I said absolutely no smoking cigarettes on this property, no matter what. If you've got to smoke, one second. If you've got to smoke cigarettes, you got to do it in the trailer on a break. And this guy was supposed to be a crew leader. I was bringing him in to start leading crews, and I look and I find cigarette butts laying on my customer's, $500,000 property. And I go, whose cigarette butt is this? I get back from getting materials in. It was his. I'm like, dude, I told you not to be smoking, and you're smoking in front of the other guys. And I can't have this. He goes, okay. And I leave to go get another materials, and the very next morning I come back. On the back of my customer's property, we're deconstructing and reassembling this pond. And I find his cigarette butts again. And I literally, right in the middle of the day in front of everybody, I took him to the side so nobody could see. I'm like, dude, you need to take my work shirt off and get off my job site right now. And the dude literally started crying in front of me. And I gave him a hug. I'm like, I know where you're at, but you straight up lied to me, and you're fired. And I felt really relieved that day. Sometimes you got to look another man in his eyes and say, you're fired. Get off my job site right now. So everything that I've done wrong when I've worked for somebody else, or every little thing that I thought I could sneak through the cracks, just little petty shit, has all come back to me. And I believe in karma, and karma's a bitch. Every little thing that you've experienced as an employee, or when it's all going to happen to you and then some. I don't think there's any way around that. So these people who scale their businesses really, really fast, it's fascinating to me. So the whole hire slow, fire fast, I become shell-shocked where I'm afraid to hire anybody. That's where I'm at. And it has nothing to do with, that you could say the industry and all that stuff. I think it's a maturity thing. It's willing to step up to the plate, because what it takes to run a small service business as being a self-employed person and being an actual business owner, 2 completely different worlds. The skills it takes to be a full-fledged entrepreneur, totally different set of skills to be a leader like that. Can I talk about the tree business? Oh yeah, real quick, one thing. I've called all my old landscape bosses. I still call them. For the first 3 years, once a month, I'd call my landscape bosses and be like, dude, how in the hell have you been doing this for 20 years? How did you put up with my shit? How do you do this, bro? Like, now I see why you used to freak out and start smashing shit and screaming. And now I see why you were so stressed out. Because in theory, you know, running a 6-figure business is, oh, I could do that dog shit, my life. Dude, it's a fucking nightmare. Running a business is so when you promised your wife that you're gonna be home by 6 p.m. and you break that promise again, and now your marriage is tearing apart at the seams because you're trying to be a family man. And here's the biggest frustration of running a small business is when you are trying to be successful so you can be successful and take care of your family, but you're also trying to be a good family man and your business is falling apart. This is the main thing that we talked about at the Contractor Sales Academy, like when I get around other alpha male leaders. Like, you tell your wife you're going to be home at 6 and you're not there. You sometimes have to take your own business and slit the throat of your own business and stick a knife in your business and say, go, guess what? I just worked 11 hours for free today so you can be at a family event. And you're sitting at a family, this is real talk, and you're sitting at a family event like having a panic attack and everybody's like, why are you so stressed out? Why are you so, you work too much. You work too much. You need to take a vacation. And you've got like a $10,000 or whatever it is to you landscape job going on right now. And you know that that thing's messed up and it's not because you can't be there. And you're just sitting there watching your business bleed to death. So you can sit at dinner with people and it's fucking twisted. It's really fucking twisted how it rips you apart. So what I opted to do was I have one person in my life that I'll drop everything for, and that's my wife. To everybody else in my life, I'm probably a big piece of shit. Because if your wife is the person, or your family, the people close, or your kids or whatever, they're gonna be there like when you're 80 years old. Your business probably isn't, you know? So now about the tree stuff. I do tree work, but I don't post it on YouTube because I'm not qualified to. I'm not a certified arborist. And there's probably things that I do on tree jobs that I wouldn't want to broadcast on the internet. So me being in the position that I'm in, with 50,000 people watching or something, I wouldn't want to. I just think when it comes to trees, here, in all industries, not everything is done by the book. And everybody knows that, but nobody talks about it. So if you do something, yeah, keep tree stuff off YouTube. If you do something on a video or in the public eye that everybody knows, I mean, you're gonna get crushed, right? It's something as simple as, okay, if you're not supposed to trim certain types of trees at certain times of the year, but everybody does it anyways, and you know that, and you put out that disclaimer, right? I just know that I'm just gonna shut up here, okay? Standing on your truck with a pole saw? Yeah, I mean, you literally shouldn't make a video and put it on YouTube if you're doing a tree work, unless you're wearing a hard hat, safety glasses, ear protection, hard hat, safety glasses, ear protection, chainsaw chaps, leather gloves, steel-toed boots, and shit like that, you know? How do you go about pricing jobs for starters? Just go out there and lose your ass and make mistakes and let your customers wipe their ass with you until you learn. Yeah. I mean, I did my first $100,000 in landscape jobs for free. I mean, I literally lost my ass. I came home to a shitty apartment banging my head against the wall thinking that I had a mental illness because I would walk in front of customers. I was so afraid to charge more money for the same service that I would start talking myself down in front of the customer, and I would let them just wipe their ass with me. Because when you're afraid and you're fighting for survival, you will act like, you'll literally act that way. I think this shit takes years, man. Absolutely years. You hear that? Our teacup Yorkie dogs. Going to college for business, good or bad? I think all education is good. I'm not really a fan of college because I just paid off several $1,000s in college debt, which pissed me off because I didn't learn shit in college. Everything I've learned was from online courses and ebooks and shit like that, and audiobooks. College is a joke. I went to college. I went to Macomb Community College in Michigan. I also went to Baker College. I spent a couple years in college, and I didn't learn shit. What did I study in college? Just general stuff. I went for engineering, small business, architecture, shit like that. I didn't learn anything. I mean, literally, when you're paying thousands of dollars for a college class, and the fucking professor puts on a movie, and then he goes and he sits there while everybody watches a movie for 2 hours, that's not education to me. You know? Something about Stanley. Some jobs want you to have a 4-year degree. Yeah, absolutely. It's that piece of paper. What books am I currently reading and listening to? Tools of Titans by Tim Ferriss is an amazing book. I read an entire chapter on Facebook Live last night about overcoming fear. It was amazing. I'm also in a program right now by John Assaraf, a New York Times bestselling author. He wrote a book called The Answer. I'm taking his program right now. It's like a $1,200 course called Winning the Game of Money. And it's about going deep into the subconscious mind and uninstalling negative belief patterns and habits that keep you broke. So it's stuff like that. Limited funds. Oh, I'm sorry. Here, let me see. Very limited funds. How should I start my lawn care business? What should you buy? I have a video on YouTube about if you're broke and you want to start a lawn care business. A lot of that is about swallowing your pride and going out of the back seat of your car and going out with a piece of shit lawnmower and a weed whip and working yourself to death 12 hours a day, 7 days a week until you can afford to buy a walk-behind mower. And you're going to buy one used off Craigslist or a pawn shop or something like that. And the only way to start with no money is to literally go out there and sweat your ass off and shut out everything in your life and go work 7 days a week for 3 to 4 years straight until you have some capital. If that's what you want to do. You're reading the book Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill. I read that book 3 times. It changed my life. Outwitting the Devil is one of the best books ever because it tells you the truth. Have I ever pulled a 24-hour workday? Yeah, plowing snow. I plowed snow for, it was like 40-something hours, but I worked 32 hours straight, and I was so tired I backed a brand new truck right into a brick wall, and I had to pay for it. That's one of the things that got me out of plowing snow, is when you work 24 hours straight, you start doing stupid shit, and you start... Should I buy a polo shirt for giving estimates? Absolutely, yes. If you're out doing estimates, you should absolutely wear clean khakis, clean work boots or shoes, the brown leather shoes, and a polo shirt or something nice, and be presentable. You'll sell a lot more jobs. Don't show up dirty looking like a bum, because then they'll treat you that way. The quality of your communication is the quality of your response. Can I beatbox? No, I used to try. I can't even beatbox. Yeah, wait, that was a good one. Yeah, you got to build for years. I started when I was 20. I'm 25. I just got everything finally beside it. Yep. First year window cleaning business advice, targeting residential customers. I think that your first year of window cleaning, if you're just getting started, you should do strip malls, storefronts, and plazas. Because you can get out there and just rapid fire learn the window cleaning business at a very low risk level, and then once you get it, you can get into homes. You know what I mean? The first homes that I cleaned doing residential window cleaning was a nightmare. I mean, my wife was helping. We were coming into people's houses with like Lowe's buckets and soap, scrubbing people's nasty, disgusting window cleaning tracks for like 4 hours straight, leaving exhausted. And I would charge them like $180 or something, or I was doing it for less than that. When the first time you go in someone's house, unless you're one of those people who like, you're just born very confident, it's not uncommon to be having like a micro panic attack. When you're carrying a 50-pound ladder into someone's house past crystal chandeliers and like all their expensive shit, what do I do about taxes, bro? Ask anybody you know who's a small business owner and try to find a small business CPA, specifically a small business accountant that it's a private accountant, not like these like Liberty tax places and all that. No. And then read a book called Own Your Own Corporation by Kiyosaki, and then Small Business Taxes for Dummies, and then another book on small business taxes on audible.com. Look it up, read everything you can, and obsessively study it. And then with taxes, I don't know, I can't give you tax advice. How do you like your arborist ladder? It's badass. I got it from J&L Orchard Supply, my arborist ladder in the west side of Michigan. J&L Orchard Supply is about $350, and it's very good. Hey Keith, taxes, we pay them. Yes, pay taxes, always. I think not paying taxes is probably literally the stupidest thing you could do. I think it was the 14th or 16th Amendment was never even ratified. There's nowhere in the I don't even want to get into that. Never mind. I don't want to talk about being a sovereign American national who is not a U.S. citizen, because that's a lot of work. Okay, if you read biographies. Junk removal business. I have no idea. Yes, I have an alarm on my trailer now and cameras are on it, and none of my expensive gear is even in my landscape trailer. It's just hand tools and shit now. So, oh, I missed them. This is fun. Do I get a lot of rest? No, I get more than I used to. I probably get about 7 hours of sleep a night. Shake my head if I watch. Yeah, I watch Alex Jones. People go, Alex Jones is crazy. Well, have you actually watched a good 12 hours at Alex Jones? Yes. Do I like eBay at all? Yes, I'm completely addicted to eBay. I'm addicted to eBay. I love eBay. Because you can literally, if you, like, I'm in my office last night. I'm like, I need a calculator. So I go on eBay. I don't even care. I just press the button and it shows up in my house. We need garbage bags. Anything that I could possibly need, I just go to eBay and press the button and it shows up. Would you say that doing YouTube is equally valuable to your business as regular advertising? Kevin Robertson? Oh, absolutely. If you're shooting YouTube videos like all the time and Facebook videos in your local service area, and you're tagging and titling and describing and search engine optimizing and blogging your local area, you're going to show up in the search results. If you're combining that with positive reviews on Google and syncing all that back to your Google Plus page and a Twitter and even like any form of social media, and then boosting it with ads, but especially videos, you're going to show up in the search results on Google. And if your customers want to do any research about your company and they find a video of you standing in front of a house or whatever, you know, in front of your truck. Hi, I'm Joe with Joe's Landscaping here in Shelby Township, Michigan. Thank you so much for watching this video. I just wanted to introduce you. Like, even if they can build a little bit of a relationship with you, oh, okay. It's like, it closes the gap and it's free. Gary Vaynerchuk is great. Oh, I love Gary Vaynerchuk. I've read all his shit. If you're ever like, want to know where this thing is, where business is at, just watch Gary Vaynerchuk. The guy's amazing. What book of yours would you recommend for a guy who's about to get into the lawn business? I don't know. I have a whole landscaping course on, go to www.thelandscapingemployeetrap.com. I'll put a link below this video. I have a free 3 video series that's all about getting into the landscaping business. And then at the end of the 3-video series, I offer a course. It's only like $7, and it's a 30-hour course with property walks, pricing, information, paperwork, downloads, contracts, interviews with entrepreneurs, and ongoing monthly training for only $7 a month. And then I get to make money off of it, which allows me to pay for all this shit. Are you investing in Bitcoin? Yes. Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, blockchain. And I invested money in Bitcoin. The shit took off. I'm like, I'm making money. And then it crashed. And then I only got back the amount that so I'm just going to keep it in there. Do I ever have QuickBooks? Yes. Monthly subscription to QuickBooks. My QuickBooks is a little bit sloppy because I don't have the time to get in there and do every little tiny data entry. But for the most part, everything's synced up to the QuickBooks and I run my whole business off of it. Is my wife still working on the apron business? Absolutely yes. She just hooked up with like a social media influencer and she got a big order and she's all stressed out. Keith, are you coming to the Brian's Lawn Maintenance? What up in the house? Brian's Lawn Maintenance. Check him out on YouTube. The guy's got an awesome YouTube channel. He's a great guy, great business mind. And he said, I'm sorry. Sorry. Are you coming to the lawn care show, the MGIA in Novi, February 20th? Oh, February 20th, I'm supposed to be in Chicago at an aquascape event. And I'm kind of frozen because I have so many people inviting me to so much stuff that I can't even get anything done that I want to get done for my own stuff. And I don't know. But it does sound like fun because I could hang out with you and shoot a damn YouTube video. Hit me up, dude. I want to talk to you, by the way. We've been at 36 minutes. This is good. Relax, please. Okay, I'll relax. Are you looking to start another mini business, or are you just sticking with landscaping and window cleaning? I already have started another business, and it's your marketing ROI, Kalfas Media. I do coaching and consulting on the side of YouTube, so I actually coach and teach people how to do marketing. Those aquascape dudes are sweet. Yes. Ponds, waterfalls, water features are the highest profit thing that you can do in the landscaping world. Do you think a contractor license helps you get more jobs? Sure, if you actually put it in your marketing materials and say, we're a certified contractor, chief executive at NASA. You know what I mean? It's all perception. Stay crazy, haha. Oh, I'm definitely crazy. Like, I think the first half of every day, I'm so ADD that I'm suffering. What are some of my goals this year? To do $250,000 in sales, which is a lot more than I'm doing now, and to make my internet business be over 75% of my overall revenue, and to throw seminars and actually start throwing events where I'm speaking and teaching and coaching groups of people in person, building an entire media business. What is your opinion on the economy in your area currently? Dude, I think it's booming. I know that our mall, our local shopping mall, it's like a huge mall, is half of it shutting down. But at the same time, I live in a mega metropolis in Michigan. I mean, if you like walk outside of my house on the main street, you will get ran over by millions of people in cars and buildings and plazas and restaurants. There's so many people all over the place spending so much money. It's crazy where I live. So I think the economy's good. But overall, I do think that the dollar probably will eventually collapse. I think that if you study like Weimar Germany and the history of different financial collapses and different fiat currencies, so many different, I don't even want to get into like the Federal Reserve and subprime mortgages and shit, but I think that our economy is very unstable and it's a big ass bubble, so it could collapse, right? CNN is dropping NISTAT. I don't know anything about that. Do I still use door flyers? Yeah, I still have door hangers. I invest in them every year. We put a bunch out. But now with internet marketing and things like SendJim and Radius Bomb, I don't have time to go pass out door hangers or pay somebody else to do it. It's much smarter to go on Radius Bomb, which is an app Joshua Latimer created. You literally go, you plug in your credit card, and you spend money, and it goes and it puts postcards for like weeks straight all over people's doors wherever you want, and you don't have to go do it. So that's the smartest thing. Do I have a contractor's license? No. I'm licensed to work in my state, so I'm a licensed business, but I'm not a licensed contractor. Like, I'm not a licensed builder. Some places, there's a really ritzy area in Michigan that does require you to have an actual contractor license to work there, but I just don't work over there. Oh, come here. Come here.
No, I don't have
Baby. I want to show you my little dog. I love this dog.
You're recording.
Come here. Oh, she won't come here. I want to show you my dog. Is lasagna almost done?
Almost.
I never even put it in the oven. Oh, she told me to put it in the oven. Okay, so I just uploaded a new vlog. If money was no object in life, what would you do? That's a beautiful question. I would do what Tony Robbins does. I would throw large seminars, and I would help transform as many people's lives as I could, and either bring people to the highest level of themselves to get them out of pain and suffering, or help bring them to the Holy Spirit, to do God's will as much as possible before I leave this planet. If money were no object, I would give my life completely to literally doing God's work, and that's all. I think that's all that really matters, is how many people you can help and inspire before you die. Have you ever been to New Orleans? No, but I want to go. Why don't I move to Florida? I was in Florida before. It's hot down there, bro. What's the simplest way to advertise your business? Word of mouth. The simplest way to advertise your business is to never ever shut up about it. You're a walking, talking salesman of your business 24/7, 365. This is kind of like shallow, but every single human being is a potential lead source for a new job. I think if you think that way, you'll get a lot of work coming in. Do you recommend buying an existing business or starting from scratch? I think you start from scratch, but if you already have business experience and money in the bank, then you could probably just go buy a business and then get it up to very profitable very quickly. But I'm not qualified to talk about that shit. What up, dog? Wishing you the best of luck with your endeavors in 2018. You too, sir. It's very good. That's why it's hard to find workers. They're all busy and want a lot of money. Yes. What was truly the desiring factor that told you that you were doing what you were supposed to be doing? When I thought I was going to die, a few years back, I was really scared. A lot of people in my life had committed suicide. My best friend, who was the best man in my wedding, this is my best friend, drank himself to death. And I'm standing at his funeral crying. And recently before that, one of my other best friends put a gun in his mouth and killed himself. And that really hurt really, really bad. And before that, someone else I loved killed himself. And before that, someone else I cared about killed themselves. And my mom basically killed herself. So when you face down death and you're at death's doorstep kind of like that many times, it's a really dark place that says, wow, this is a very mortal life we live. You know, we're only here, we're spiritual beings having a human experience. So I think it's very important to lock yourself in a room with a pen and a pencil, and do not come out till you know your purpose. I just knew that my purpose was to just inspire as many people as I possibly can. And if you don't have any money or you don't have any influence, thank God for this YouTube thing, right? or else I'd be running around screaming in the streets. They put me in a mental institution. Do I have a financial advisor? Yes, several. Some of my best friends are literally millionaires, and they are my financial advisors. And they teach me invaluable things. And the most powerful things that they teach me is when you do shit that you don't know what you're doing, and you're chasing something just for the sake of money because you think it's going to make you a lot of money, that's like really stupid. Investing in something you don't know anything about, or taking other people's word for it and trusting other people with your money when you don't know anything about it. Any advice on finding reliable help? Yeah. Here's my best advice on finding reliable help. Go stare in the mirror and face down your own fucking demons and realize that the little bitch boy pussy inside you who's insecure and afraid to look another man in his eyes and be straight up with him. I think shit like that. When you could just get like really clear, it's the ability to hear no and say no with no residue. Boom. It's very, very cut to the truth. I think once you get to that point, you'll start to naturally attract good help. See, the first people that ever worked for me they totally disrespected me because I was so scared and trying to pay my bills that I was an absolute flake running around on job sites crazy. Like I couldn't even like focus on anything, and they thought I was like, who am I working for? You know what I mean? If you go to hire somebody and you've just got your business off the ground after the first year or two, and you got like a piece of shit rusty truck and you're just trying to make ends meet, and somebody comes and works for you, anybody who has a really good head on their shoulders and they've financially got their shit together and they know what their purpose is in their life, they're not going to come fucking work for you. They're like, no, I want $38 an hour. I want full benefits. I want unemployment. I want a secure job, and I want to move up in a big ass company, and I want to make a lot of fucking money. I wouldn't go work for you and your rinky ass little landscape company. So unfortunately, you're going to have to hire people who really, really need money, and you're going to have to work together and make some shit work. Right? I hope that makes sense. Because that's the highest level of truth I can come up with. And another thing I think is being forgiving. I'm about to end this. We're going on 47 minutes. I just uploaded a new vlog. As soon as you're done watching this, I will make it live. I should make it live right now. Lawn porn would be a big hit. I don't even know what the hell that means. Keith, visiting Arizona anytime? Flagstaff, Arizona? Phoenix, Arizona. I want to go to Brennan Burchard's High Performance Academy in March. We might be coming to Arizona. Grand Canyon? I heard that they found like secret like tombs inside of the Grand Canyon with hieroglyphs. Have you heard about this? Just picked up a bunch of work over the winter along with debt. The summer work I have now won't cover the debt I've accumulated. Stressing. Any advice? I have no idea. I don't know, man. I know that you can figure it out because you always do. You're a silver stacker? What does that mean? You have like silver bullion and like Eagles and Vienna Philharmonics and like, you know, silver rounds and Canadian maple leaves? You stock silver bullion? On grass-fed. You're running out of laborers. The millennials don't want to get their hands dirty. Hey, it might be real. What?
I feel like I gotta get dressed.
Oh, okay. I gotta jump off here. Do you need a DOT license for your truck in Michigan? No, they actually remove that law now only if your vehicle is over... Oh, God. I don't want to be wrong. Is it 10,001 pounds for a chauffeur's license and 26,000 pounds for a CDL? There was a law that they removed, and you don't have to have it if you're just like a small, you know, if you're a big ass dually truck, you definitely need it. But The labor shortage. Yes, I go through a ton of business cards. As many drugs as possible. Rob Cineramic is on here. Oh, what's up, man? We gotta have a beer together. Sure. Mark Musgrave, what's up, buddy? Man, there's so many comments, I don't even know. Why would anyone... Okay, I'm going to jump off here. I just uploaded a new video to the Landscaping Employee Trap on YouTube. It's called Most People Only Show You. I don't know what it is. You got to check it out. And I'm jumping off here. Thanks for spending this time with me. Get my free 3 video series if you're new in the business on the landscapingemployeetrap.com. I'll put a link below this video. And good evening to all. Peace out. How do you end this thing? How do I end this thing?